In Mark chapter 14, verse 53, it says, "Then they led Jesus away to the high priest's house, where the chief priests, elders, and doctors of the law were all assembling. Peter followed him at a distance right into the high priest's courtyard, and there he remained, sitting among the attendants, warming himself at the fire. The chief priests and the whole council tried to find some evidence against Jesus to warrant a death sentence, but failed to find any. Many gave false evidence against him, but their statements did not tally." Sometimes the accusations come thick and fast. In this case for Jesus, it's very clear there's a case that's trying to be constructed against him, and it's very difficult for Peter at that point, isn't it? Peter's following a distance. Peter's perhaps not part of that legal process. He's not part of the situation. He doesn't feel he's got a voice to be heard. He doesn't feel that he's got any input. He's frightened. He's involved but not involved. He's standing at a distance, warming himself by the fire, feeling powerless. What a contrast this Peter is to the Peter of Acts 2. What a contrast it is for someone who feels that they don't have legal clout. They don't feel that they're someone of academic status. He's a man who's unschooled. This is the criticism and the shock that comes to Jerusalem. These are unschooled men. They're not people with letters after their name. They're not people with a political or religious authority in the community. Peter's slinking around in the background, and he remains there sitting by the fire, just trying to hang in there, but sort of be a bit incognito. And other people are quick to say their piece. Other people are quick to throw accusations, but it doesn't. The case seems to keep falling apart. There's obviously a lot of bias in the reports. Sometimes we feel we don't have power to change things, don't we? Can you feel that frustration at times? Can you feel that sense of, I wish I had influence, I wish I could change situations, I don't feel I've got a voice, I don't feel I'm able to make a difference. So my prayer today is that God would give us that Holy Spirit courage. That's what happened to the apostles. What happened to these insignificant people is that they had been with Jesus, but then the Holy Spirit came and filled them with fresh fire. That's what we need, isn't it? We feel empty, perhaps. We feel like Peter, just hanging around in the background, a little bit on the sidelines, maybe not feeling that we can change things, and we're particularly feeling our wings are clipped, or our limitations. Maybe you're feeling that, particularly in the UK. We've got a lot of restrictions on everyday life at the moment, and it makes you feel quite powerless sometimes to do things you would normally wouldn't think twice, or you have the freedom to go and do and just enjoy and make possible, but you don't have that authority. You don't have that ability to make a difference or to run your life. Sometimes it feels. But I pray that we would be empowered by the Holy Spirit, that we would actually be full of boldness, and actually that we would see the opportunities that God gives, and the courage and boldness to actually be able to stand up and be a voice, and be a difference, and be an influence, and proclaim the gospel, and be free to serve Jesus in whatever way that He's called us to do so.